Hey everyone, this is Vijay, your host. So today I'm going to talk about one important topic, which is Cisco ACI 6 dot version enhancement, what has been made, and how we can integrate Splunk tool with the ACI, and what's the significant role of those, in that integration. So what is the Splunk does? Splunk is a powerful data analytic platform which you can integrate and which enables the comprehensive monitoring and analytic of the network data, offering the real-time insights for the network performance, security, operational health, and by the it will also streamline troubleshooting based on the enhanced it's real-time data. All right, so today scenario is we are going to have a discuss discussion. We are going to explore that what we have in ACI 6.0 version. We are going to discuss that policy changes, access policy configuration changes and beyond on that 6.x version. Then also we are going to take the look on the Splunk tool, how we have a lab where we going to discuss how we integrate this Splunk with the monitoring. Okay, so let me open the my lab and show you this. So just to FYI, you can watch this video based on your convenient languages. If you want to have your English language, Hindi language, you can change in YouTube. Is now facilitated with the changes. So here you can change that based on your convenient. Uh, so if I show you this, how to change that language, it will help you to understand as per your local language. If you see that here, you can change to Hindi, German, and Italian, and Japanese, Polish, all the languages. Okay. So let me log into the Cisco ACI Epic device, which is I have for the X6.x version. Okay. So this is the Epic page we have, where we have advanced data analytic customized dashboard. A lot of things Cisco has provided on the this version. So if you see here, this is the Cisco. This is, you will see that this is the pure generic like you have below the 5.0 version. Everything is same. Nothing is changed over here, except a few integration. If you see that, lot of, but still you will not see any changes much. But if you see the right side of corner here, you will see the switch to the new UI. Okay, this is the new UI which Cisco Epic offers in 6.x version, which is pretty much it's like Nexus dashboard kind of. Okay, which has a better view of the fabric. Okay, you will see the controller, switches, port, endpoints, neighbor. So this which is very useful for the our operation, right? And to check that what exactly going on. If you see that managed services, tenant, policy, all these things, if you go to the analyze for troubleshooting and everything, you will excuse me, you can figure it out everything from a single page, right? If you see that how many ports we have total available in the fabric, what's the physical number of the port, how many down, how many ups, all the things you can figure out from here. So okay, if we click on the interfaces, these are the interface status and what policy it is applied. It's much more convenient compared to the last, graphical interface of uh, the ACI. And also clustering is much more simpler for this ACI, right? If I click on the 162 pages, you will see that all the admin health and reports. If in previous version, if you want to check the what policy group is applied, you have to go to the access policy. A lot of changes you have to make, right? This is much more simpler compared to the old version. See here, if you want to see the one interface, see here, all the details of that interface has been visible over your inventory. Connectivity of that interface is what exactly going on, right? And the protocols, internal, a lot of, if there is any fault history, a lot of details we can figure it out from here, right? And one more thing, if you see that here, If I close this, if I go to all interface, which is fine, physical interface, you can see that how many SVI we have, how many, router interface we have in the fabric, how many, management interface we have, what are those details, how many terminal interface, VXLAN terminal interfaces we have. So a lot of details we can find out from here, okay? And if you want to check the more detail into it, you can go to the configuration and you can see that a lot of other aspect of it, right? For example, if I click on the tenant, we can find out a lot of other tenant details. Sorry. Okay, if I go to the view recent, this is the, all the events related view you can find out from here. Okay. Few things I am unable to see because I do not have that full access. Like for this one, I still you can see that, but I do not have full access of it. Okay. If you want to exit from this modern page to the traditional one, you can switch to you can click on the exit to the existing UI page. Okay, and where you will get that all the, if you are familiar with this kind of interface, you can always make that changes. If you're comfortable with this one, for example, and I'll click here. If you're comfortable with this dashboard, it's always better to check that all the options. So this is kind of a small small and access dashboard which Cisco has introduced. Okay. Now, what changes has been made? I have a Nexus dashboard also for the 6.x version switches. So if I open the Nexus dashboard, and a few features has been also enhanced for this ACI fabric. Not much, but yeah, few features. So if I open that, uh, just give me a second. Okay, so I do not have a login, I think, for the Nexus dashboard, which is okay. It's not a big deal. Uh, in the Nexus 6.x version, previously we had a lot of other changes. For example, if you see the access policy comparison, see here. So in the new policy is configured here like this. The interface port configuration, and this is the new 6.x version changes where you can change in access policy syntax. So if I open this one and open the access policy, you have like configuration options where you can do the configuration from here itself, configuration interface, and you can try to select the node, what exactly you want to do. For example, I want to configure certain things, like you can change it from here. A lot of other things you can configure from here. And if you want to switch interface, you can just configure all switches. You can configure the switches also here. So yeah, I mean, there are certain shortcuts which Cisco has provided to ease that access policy creation, which was tougher in the traditional UI pages, which Cisco used to provide. Okay, that was the major difference we have on the access policy label. You see here, access policy, you can directly configure the interface, you can configure the interface, BPC, access policy, whatever you want to configure. So yeah, I mean, that's not a big deal. Let's discuss about the Splunk and how we integrate the Splunk with the ACI. Okay, so in the Splunk, we do not have to do anything much on the ACI side in order to integrate the Splunk. Just give me a second. So this is the new page syntax which we have. So to collect the data, Splunk need to communicate with the two different sorry, Splunk tool need to communicate with the Epic. Either it can communicate via the, as you add the Splunk as syslog server here, okay, or else you configure Splunk with the, is Epic API integration, okay. So, so one thing is missing here. If you see the Splunk user, see here, this user is created and this user being used and attached in the here. If you see the remote configuration, not remote, this is the NDI, all the DCP management for SFTP, all these things. So if I go to, let me see that. If not here, then I can go to the fabric access policy. And if I go to the policy, if I global, sorry, monitoring, and if I say syslog, so from here you can add as your Splunk device. See here, I have here Splunk. So destination group I've created in the admin tab, and I have called this destination group over here. Okay, and if I go to the admin and what exactly I want to send to the Splunk, I have created over here. Just give me a second. I think I do not have full access of this, or else I already have the destination created over here as a remote, uh, device where I am calling that remote over here. I do not have full access. It's a demo access, user access I have, which is, you can see that here. You just add that destination, you create the destination over there, and you call the that destination group here, Splunk modest. Okay, if you see that here, destination group, this is the destination group. I'm saying that want to say in this format is the ACI, and these are the details I have. If I see that what is the Splunk IP address is, Splunk IP address is this one. Okay, 100.64.0.7, which is created over here. Or if you want to create the new one, you can create it from here also, Uh, yeah, I do not have access as I do not have admin login. However, once you integrate this is the one way. A second way is you make sure that you have the global read access for this Splunk user. Let's go into the Splunk tool which I have, which is configure, which I have for the syslog extraction and everything. So if I go to the Splunk page, if you see there is a Splunk, I have a Splunk app for the ACI app for the Splunk. I have an Access dashboard also, thousand I also, and Splunk Secure Gateway also. So you can have Splunk tool on premises as well as you can have somewhere in the tools also, somewhere in the uh, Cisco portal or somewhere in the cloud also. So this is the main requirement for here. So make sure that you have a Splunk. You click on the, if you want to, if you're the first time, you go to the ACI plugin. Okay, ACI plugin. Then you go to the setup guideline. You say that based on your version, what is your Splunk requirement? What is your this requirement? What is should be the minimum version of the peak and ACI and NDO, all these things. Okay, what password is required for NDO and MSO? What admin label, what label of access you require to integrate the Splunk? Okay, so this is very good option. You have even installation guideline also to integrate that. Splunk upgrade, downgrade, all this you can find out from here. Okay, what level of certification you need to have for integration, what is the user authentication, everything you can find out from here. Okay, This is the one thing. So what if I say that here you have option called MSO, MSO is equivalent to the NDO Nexus dashboard, multi-site schema, what exactly you want to see here. I will say that MSO, I have, this is the MSO IP address, NDO IP address. I want to show the 24 hours. Give me the report of 24 hours. You will see here what exactly is showing over here. I have a critical fault from MSO. This one major fault, this many, and minor, this many, and this is the health of the overall of the ACI. Okay. Now, if you want to check the fault or something, I have a help desk over here where you can see the system fault. Okay. And the system fault, you can select that I want to see for like 24 hours. You can customize the date also, which is good. You have many years of options over here, date range, advanced option. You have what string you want to have. I will see that NDO detail. And I want to say that for particular which site, because I have a cluster. So I will say that dot 60. Okay, so if you see that how many what's my overall status, and this is usually when you have ACI, this tool is very much useful. At least you get the central page with the overview. What is the current fault by tenant wise? Okay, what is the fault by severity wise? What we have? What fault by domain wise? In which domain you have issue? Fault wise ACI leaf and spine node wise fault details. Okay, which is very helpful for in any scenario. You see the severity overall, and you see that fault types. You have configuration fault, how many aberration issues, communication issues. You have a rule issue if there is any contract something. You have what caused the issue, your configuration failure. A lot of root cause also. It can also give the real time prediction, sort of, not end to end, but yeah, somehow. Also, it can give you the last affected objects. It's going to give you the what exactly fault description, and this kind of description, if you want to check in ACI, you have tough time to figure it out everything. Uh, but this is much more better option compared to the ACI leaf or ACI epic. If I see that this site show me this site has this many details. Okay, you can select that based on the major minor warning issues. Okay, if you want to check the threshold, if your requirement is I want to check that system threshold, what is the usage of my network we have. So I will say that show me for like 15 minutes, which is fine for this NDO. Show me for particular one site. Okay, you will see that all the details over here. Bridge domain usage and EPG usage, tenant usage. You will get all the report with the indication, which is very much, and you can even export this one also. You can export this report for your compliance purpose. And this kind of report is very much helpful for any environment, for any client. Okay, you see that what is the current threshold, what is the maximum and minimum, all these details you can find out from here. Now let's go to the another tab. We call that fabric. Okay, in the fabric you can find out the fabric details, right? If I say that just in last 1 minute, show me this one, show me this side. Look here, overall health of the fabric. Okay, with the endpoint, affected leaf, everything, which is very much helpful for any environment. Port utilization, leaf basis. What is the total overall fabric utilization, ingress and egress? What is the spine utilization, which is very hard to navigate in the network. Okay, you can export it also. As I said, you can export each and every detail over here. If there is any issue in the network, how are you going to figure it out? If everything is fine, what is the current utilization? Because recently I encountered the high bandwidth utilization issue in the network, and because of this tool, we were able to get that what exactly went wrong and how it went wrong. Okay, so this is one thing, and you can check the tenant also. Tenant details, how many tenants you have, and if I go to this one, all the sites, see here how many tenants we have. Okay, and what is their detail of it. For this tenant, we have detail. If you want to check the security integration, I mean, a lot of details. You name it. I would not say it's a super cool, but whatever is needed for day-to-day operation and day-to-day activity to troubleshoot anything is very much useful for this one. Okay. For example, here you have tenant utilization. What's the tenant utilization you have for any particular sites of overall sites if you want to check. Okay. If you see that it will extract the data. See here. Okay. If you want to check if you are running the micro segmentations, which this is going to be very useful for you. And yeah, this is very useful for micro segmentation if you are running this at all in your environment. Okay. Currently, we do not have micro segmentation, so you do not see that over here. Okay. And also there is a cloud epic if you want to, if you are deploying your AWS epic with the vport in a cloud somewhere, this can also help you. I hope you understand what is the cloud epic is solution is. Okay. And if there is an option called search, if you want to, this help desk, you can menu ACI logs, all these things you can capture from here. Okay. If I say here and see here how many drops, how many, packet L2 drops, L3 drops, each and everything per site basis you can have, which is also, is very useful for compliance and audit and troubleshooting. You can see here what exactly going on. Okay. Now, if I check that, if I go to the home, this is the overall picture of your infrastructure, if I say so. Okay, how many leave we have with this NDO and MSO, and what's the total number of tenants and leave and spine, L3 out, contract, filter, EPG, everything we have. Okay, you can also customize this dashboard. Also, is up to you how you want to set up your dashboard. Now, if you want to check more, sorry, just give me a second. If I wanted to show you something. You see here the dashboard reports. You can find out. You can get the search history. You can get the recent what activity has happened, what you have done, shared with you, what has been integrated to it. Now, if you want to check that one more thing, there is a search option. Okay, in the search option, you can run that queries, right? You can run the query from the Splunk to get exactly what you want to see here. Okay, so for example, in the search, what you can do here is this is the main strength of real-time data search. You can have it, and you can receive the notification that is code service, which is a component of the. So if I say that here, I have a code service, code service, and enter, search it. For 24 hours. I'm not getting here. You can specify also source, destination, and the details. If I just give me a second, if I search that, if I say for like today, search it. Yep. So this is the code service you can get from here. Okay, where you can then you can select the source and the services and event records, everything. For example, if I select the source, see here what exactly is showing that, saying that this is a particular service and this is where drop you see that, and this drop is 100%. Okay, top volume by date, you can find out everything, you can find out from here. Okay, so this is the very good options to find out what exactly is happening in the network. Okay, seeing that what exactly is happening. And if you see that source type from this source, and what is the host detail is Splunk. Okay, and you can find out even more details in a depth what exactly going on. See here. So saying that this is the EPG name as a code service. Okay, this is the details. This is the static path. This is the VM integration, and these are the detail of that. What exactly going on? If there is any drop, if there is any issue, everything you can find out based on the name of the service. Okay, you can select that various layer 3 out source IP address. Also based on that, you can filter it from here. This is the real time data. You can have it. So volume also you can check, but as of now it's not running. So we might yeah. So we can see here top volume of this service from the last 20 source. Okay, you can select that statistics also, which is good. Here you can see the patterns also for the traffic. Everything you can find out from here. Okay, and if I select that, for example, here, if I say that today, if I say code just, let's see what we are getting here. I mean, yeah, I mean, this is just virtual lab, so I will not get the exact data because whatever I'm getting data is from my VM machine. Okay, then you can filter it out based on your requirement, and this is there are a lot of guideline we have which can help you to understand what exactly going on with this. Okay, code service today. Smart fast. You have various type of pattern also, and you can even download and import, export. A lot of things you can share also. A lot of things you can do from here. Okay, this is one of the service which you can have it. And as I said, not just ACI, there are a couple of other tools which you can integrate to it. And for example, Nexus dashboard you have. In the Nexus dashboard also you can see that what exactly happening in the cluster. What is your current sites you have? For example, I have RTPI1. That's where we have all the details. What is the major, minor? So it's not just Epic. You have NDO also, which NDI also, NDO and NDFC also, which can be integrated and see that what alerts it has, major, minor, based on that. You have advisory also for the your cluster and detail. Okay, for the entire thing you have search option also, just like that one. You can search the code services. You can whatever you want to search it. Okay, it's a kind of similar, and you have a ThousandEye integration also, which you can integrate and you can download API token and upload it. Okay, so this is the all about the Splunk. The advantage of Splunk is, as I said, it can give you the real time data. It can provide a lot of it can give you a lot of powerful data analytics and the visualization for the real time insights. And also you can get the network performance, detect the and analyze the faults, ensuring the help the entire your network health is entire ACI fabric health is fine. All the things you can capture from here. Okay, so this is all how we have. So integration we have covered, like how the setup is done from in here. We have just configured a syslog server. That's in Splunk tool, and that Splunk tool need to have admin access to the ACI logs, and from there you can set up the here, this is the setup guideline you have. And yeah, you do not have to do anything, you just have to follow the steps, so you can find out. And the moment you integrate that, all the data, whatever you search it from here, you can query that from here, and it will automatically get the real-time data from the fabric, right? All right, thanks for watching. We'll see you in next session. Thanks for your patience.